everyone.
Welcome back to Wildcat Football here on Big Oldies Radio. We're at Wayne County High School where the Wayne County Wildcats getting ready to face the Moore County Raiders here in the second region contest of 2023. And joining me at the other headset now is Sawyer Turnbow. And Wayne County's defense, I think it's been really good to this point, but it's got quite a challenge. Moore County team is...
Yeah, for sure. I mean, everything that I've heard, got a little mini scouting report from Coach Riley Harris, and he said that their quarterback's the real deal. So definitely, and I mean, hearing from you too, he can hurt you with the arm, but he's especially going to hurt you with the legs. And so that's something you got to try to bottle him up. You got to just try to keep him in check. You may not stop him really, but you just got to try to limit what he does to you. You want to eliminate the big play. And when the Cats get on offense, you want to possess the ball as long as you possibly can to keep it out of his hands.
Well, put your athlete hat on here a little bit, Sawyer, as I get to this next one. Cats dominated last week's game in many statistical areas, lost that game 14-12. I recapped it for you. It was two big plays there by Richland, and Richland only having 4 first downs to Wayne County 16, and Wayne County having a large advantage in the yard department as well. So don't you feel the Cats had to put that result out of their mind and realize that aside from those 2 plays, they played a really good football game?
Oh, yeah, for sure. And, I mean, you've always heard it. The worst thing about playing football is that you have a week to set on the last game's results. But I think the good teams, when they lose kind of a fluky game like that or whatever, the good teams are able to put that in the rearview mirror and just focus on the next week. I mean, yeah, it's going to kind of linger in your mind. It's going to come back up, throughout the week. But what do you do with that? Do you use that to drive you to be better next week, or do you get to the next game and you're still lingering on last week? I think that's where you kind of see teams separate themselves. And, I mean, just knowing the kind of Wayne County culture and everything, I mean, this is a team that, it's usually is pretty good at moving forward, just looking to the next week, just, putting it in the rear view and saying, all right, we've got Moore County this week. Richland's done and gone. We've got to focus on Moore County because, like you said, the Cats are going to have their hands full tonight. So they've got to be fully focused, ready to go for tonight.
And I know you've been looking at those stats, Sawyer. What's jumped out at you there looking at the stats?
I'm really impressed with, just looking from the Wayne County side of things. I mean, Ryder Butler, not the biggest guy in the world, not the fastest guy in the world. But, man, Ryder, he's just a player. He comes, he's hard-nosed, gritty, just an athlete. That's the best way to describe Ryder Butler. A great teammate, great young man, just one that you always expect, you always know if Ryder's going to show up, and I think that rubs off on his teammates and everything. The Moore County stats, high-flying offense, high-powered offense, they're going to be able to put points on the board. So I'm really going to be looking forward to how the Cats respond defensively. Like I said, just limit the big plays, make them possess the ball, because I'm sure that's not what they want to do. I'm sure they want to score quick, try to get the ball back quick, just get the quarterback back on the field, and just let him kind of try to take over the game.
Last year's contest, Sawyer, Wayne County really gave Moore County all they wanted in that contest. Moore County pulling it out by a margin, I think, of 12 points. But the Cats came away from that feeling really good about themselves going forward. And so I think Wayne County's got to kind of look to the same thing tonight as you focus on the fact that you're an underdog. Doesn't mean you got to lose, but you got to have things set. And I've been impressed with the way Wayne County's been prepared in every game. Defensively, I like the game plan. Offensively, a lot of times, Sawyer, I don't know how much you've got to see, but Wayne County's been able to move the ball up and down the field. The main thing is they had been able to sustain and finish those drives at the very end. So hopefully that can change tonight. I know Wayne County's kicking game has been up and down some. Wayne County's made some extra points, which was different than we've seen in past years. So Casey Hunt able to knock a few through. But in a game like tonight, I wouldn't be shocked, Sawyer, if we don't go for 2. So
no, for sure. With like we kind of noted earlier, this offense, as powerful and as potent as it is, I don't know that we'll be seeing too many extra points from the Cats if they do find their way in the end zone. So you really got to capitalize. And that's another thing that Riley told me in this scouting report is that they've got to finish drives, because the only game that I've been able to attend so far was the Mount Pleasant game. And the Cats several times got in good scoring position. It'd either be a penalty to back them up or just something, a turnover or 2, I think they had that night, and just couldn't finish. You felt like they were right there on the brink of really putting it in and making it a ball game, but they were just unable to finish drives. And I also think that's another thing that good teams do. When they got that foot on your neck, they go ahead and press on down, and they get in the end zone. And then, some teams just aren't able to do that. But that's definitely something we're going to have to look out for tonight, is if the Cats can possess the ball and then finish off the possession with a positive result, and that being obviously being touchdowns.
I think you're exactly right. Got to get those touchdowns. Moore County's going to score some points. They do it against everybody. They're going to do it tonight in all likelihood. I mean, we hope there's a shutout going. And, you know, Wayne County's kind of got a little bit of a different game plan, Sawyer. We've seen that all year. That's what I like about this team is the looks they gave people in the preseason was different than the looks they gave Mount Pleasant. And then they stuck with that same look against Mount Pleasant against Summertown. And then once Summertown made an adjustment, Wayne County kind of adjusted off it. And then last week, Wayne County went to a 4-man defensive front when they had been a 3-man defensive front most of the year. So again, not afraid to switch things up, not afraid to make some necessary changes to do things. And tonight, you talk about Dawson White and his ability to scramble. A lot of times you hear the term spy. Wayne County's going with 2 spies.
Oh, man.
Tonight. So
you don't see very often.
We'll kind of see how that looks. We got 10 minutes and 54 seconds on the stadium clock here until kickoff of tonight's game between Wayne County and Moore County. We'll take our final break. When we return, we'll have Emma Bryant with Coach Willis as well as Coach Lance's list of victory after this break. You're listening to Wildcat Football on Big Oldies Radio.
If you wish to. I will ask that you please subscribe to this channel and click the thumbs up button. Now please enjoy the rest of the game.
Welcome back to Wayne County Football here on Big Oldies Radio. About 7 minutes away, kickoff tonight's game between the Wayne County Wildcats and the Moore County Raiders. David Hastings alongside Sawyer Turnbow. Sawyer, we covered a lot in our last segment, but one thing I didn't cover was the history between these two schools, Wayne County and Moore County. This is going to be the 41st meeting of these two schools. Wayne County with an 18-22 overall record with Moore County. Wayne County's largest margin of victory, 43-7 in 1990. But Wayne County did suffer a big defeat, 48-0 in 1988. The longest win streak is 6 for Wayne County. That occurred from 2001 through 2006. Moore County's longest was 4 from 1997 to 2000. However, Moore County has a current 3-game win streak over the Cats, so they could match with a win tonight. They would match that longest streak in their side of history here tonight. So
let's not let that happen.
let's see here. Looks like Coach Willis is making his way down, so it's time for the pregame talk with Coach Willis, sponsored by Barnett Insurance at 102 Public Square West in Waynesboro, or call Vic Barnett or Tony Bowling at 931-722-3031. We're going to send it down to Emma now.
Coach, that was a tough loss last week against Richland. How did your guys respond to that in practice this week?
We really had a really good week of practice. We had a lot of energy. The kids prepared like they always do. They got over the loss last week. I probably had a little bit tougher time with it than they did, honestly. But they prepared good this week. We had a lot of good energy, and they're ready to go tonight.
Okay, what's the most concerning factor facing Moore County tonight?
They're explosive. Their quarterback's up for Mr. Football. They got some good kids around him. They're a really explosive offensive team, so we got to contain them.
All right, thanks, Coach. Back to you guys.
And our thanks to Emma, and our thanks to Coach. And that pregame interview with Coach Willis has been brought to you by Barnett Insurance at 102 Public Square West in Waynesboro. Call Vic Barnett or Tony Bowling at 931-722-3031. We're going to pause for the prayer and the national anthem.
Let's pray. Father God, I thank you for this wonderful day we did today. You gave us a dark and night. Pray that you do the players of both teams, that you keep them safe and injured, God. I pray that you do get the other team and help them get home safely. We thank you most of all for seeing your sons down the cross for our sins, Lord, and give us the opportunity to spend eternal life in heaven with Him. We thank you for everything you've done for us, and it's in your name we pray. Amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, we want to remind you that smoking is prohibited in the bleachers, on the sidelines, and in the end zone. Thank you for your cooperation.
Really, in a lot of ways. I mean, especially pound for pound, when you look at what he brings offensively, defensively, leadership-wise to this team, it's quite a lot. But Jacob, last week, I thought had a fantastic game. Running in between the tackles, he gets those legs turning, and he rarely goes down when the first guy makes contact. And he showed up a lot of yards after contact last week. He totaled nearly 100 yards himself. And when you look at his stats, he's up to 189 yards himself through 3 games. So he's pretty potent himself. So Wayne County developing a 1-2 punch there in the backfield. And then, of course, when you throw in Drew as the quarterback, you get 3 people to worry about running the ball.
And number 4,
And that's kind of the thing, the trend we've seen the last few years with the Cats is kind of running that read option offense, the beer, whatever you want to call it. I mean, you got to account for more than one person to run the football, and I think that's what makes the Cats so dangerous is the fact that If it's not there, Drew can keep it. If it's there, he can give it to Ryder. He can give it to Jacob. And that's that versatility that you can have on offense. And, I mean, looking here at the receiving stats, I mean, Skelton's over 20 yards of the reception. I mean, 5 for 109 and a touchdown. I mean, Ryder with 1 for 7 and David Grant Dixon with 1 for 8. So there's a little bit of versatility in this offense, and certainly they can beat you in more ways than one. And that's kind of what I'm curious to see about tonight, is knowing that Moore County is so potent on offense themselves. Do the Cats try to maybe take a shot play or in the early going, kind of push the envelope themselves and show like, hey, we're here.
There's one to call. And deferred to the
Push the ball
second half.
downfield just like you guys can. So that's something I want to see here in the early goings. Or do they just try to kind of do what they always do? Do they try to play that physical brand of Wayne County football that we're so accustomed to?
Yeah, and so they just had the coin flip. Wayne County won that and elected to defer to the second half. So Moore County will be receiving to start this game. Moore County's captains were number 20, Brantley Hill, a junior, number 45, Peyton Martin, a junior, number 55, Dakota Christian, a junior, and number 75, Aiden Blair, a junior. Moore County in end zone to our right on the left side of that end zone as we look at it, and Wayne County running through the new inflatable helmet down to our right, both with some spirit lines for them. Wayne County theme tonight, Western. Sarah Blackwell informed me of that. You see a lot of the Wayne County students dressed in that attire as we get ready to get things going. And you can bet on Baker Bryant leading the Cats out. There he comes. Baker runs, according to his cousin Dane, Baker runs a 5-3 most of the time and a 4-3 when he's running through the helmet there to get things started. So
I can believe it. Baker scoots on through there, man.
Coach Blackwell getting his special teams unit coached up and ready to go. Sawyer, a lot of energy in this place. I like what Coach Willis said. We didn't get a chance to expand on that, but I will. But I am going to get to Coach Lance's keys to the game here tonight, as Barry normally handles that. But Coach Lance says, contain playmakers, manage emotions, and shorten the game. I think those are excellent keys to the game there. And if Wayne County can come through on those, have a good chance tonight, I feel like. But Coach Willis mentioned that he had a tougher time with the loss than what the guys did, and that's good. That's the bounce back. You don't get too many of these. You know, you're only guaranteed 10 Friday nights, and sometimes just 9 if you have one of those double open like Collinwood had. You know, Collinwood with just 9 games this year, so you want to make the most of it regardless of what happened last week.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, like I said in the pregame, it's a new week. You know, you can take last week for what it was, and I think that's an opportunity to learn. You know, you noted that the Cats weren't able to finish off drives last week, but I feel like if they're able to do that, possess the ball, and just limit the shot plays from Moore County, I think the Cats can find themselves in the game late as we get on into the game.
Well, Dawson White, the Mr. Football candidate, he roams around the 10-yard line there on the right hash, while number 23, Logan Hegwood, is on the other hash, also about the 10, as we await the time being put on the clock here. Hopefully we're not having too many clock issues. We can get that underway.
Time's there now.
Now we're ready to go. They're going to put the ball on the tee, and Casey Hunt to kick this thing away. You got 9 Moore County Raiders within 10 yards of their allotted positioning. Well, the other 2 are back, and I'm pretty certain Wayne County wants to avoid number 6 if at all possible.
That's what I was going to say. I'd put a good sum of money on it. If they don't kick the number 6, they don't want the ball in his hands any more than it has to be. Okay, they spread out a little bit now.
Moore County be moving right to left as Wayne County ready to kick this thing off from the left hash. It squibbed here to the side, and it's going to get out of bounds. It does. It flew out of bounds there, and it lands at about the 48. Now, one thing is, when you kick it that high, Moore County wasn't coming after it too aggressively, Sawyer.
Uh-huh.
Now, I know that flew out of bounds, but, I mean, if you've got a real fast guy on the outside, it's not out of the realm possibility to get down there and pitch that ball.
Number 2 right here, he was set up at about the 35, and I had the feel I was just about to say it, that they were going to kick at him, and he just kind of moseyed on over there, which he might have been able to tell from the early on that, you know, it was going to get out, but still, I mean,
well, it was close enough to where I think I'd have gone something there.
For sure.
Ball went out of bounds at the 38, a 5-yard penalty, a move it up to the 43, so Moore County go 1st and 10. White in the shotgun, Hegwood behind him, a 4-receiver set. They throw the quick pass out to the right, and the catch is made back at the 40, eludes one defender, makes his way out across the 45 to the 46 is number 2, Keller Morey. a pickup about 3 or 4 on first down. It'll bring up second for the Raiders. Who was in coverage over there, Sawyer?
Looked like number 20 was over there on the
That's
play.
Dane Bryant.
Bryant, and I couldn't tell who the other guy
You
was.
tell me.
Drew Beavis was right there ready to make the play, but
That's a 4-yard gain. They'll give progress out to the 47, so second and 6 from the right hash. They'll empty it this time. And they'll wind up with 5 receivers and White by himself. Now Hegwood comes in motion, takes it on the jet around the left end. Bryant trying to give some pursuit. Force him inside and making the tackles, crossing the 50 is Ryder Butler. Hegwood will get progress to about the 49. It'll bring up 3rd and 2. Well, Sawyer, you don't want the big plays for Moore County, so it's been 2 plays and 8 yards. I think we can take that.
oh yeah, for sure. I thought Castleman was going to get him right there around the line of scrimmage, but good move by the receiver there on the jet sweep to avoid that tackle and make something out of nothing, as they say.
See if Wayne County can get a negative play here defensively. Going with a 3-down lineman. White in the backfield, Hegwood in motion. And White's going to keep it up the middle, breaking tackles, darts to the outside, makes another tackle at the 40, inside the 30 now. Tries to reverse field, he's free at the 25. Pointing out people to block at the 20, at the 10. He's going to take it all the way into the end zone for the score. So Moore County breaks that big one on a 49-yard run by Dawson White.
Yeah, you weren't joking about him being able to hurt you with his legs. I mean, it's like he saw every opening that was there, made the cuts he needed to. And it's like he never lost speed coming out of the cut either. You don't see many guys that are able to do that. And what a run by him. Now the Cats got to answer early.
Yeah, and I think Wayne County's disappointed because sometimes you don't get hands on folks. They got hands on him multiple times that time and just couldn't make the play. So hopefully they can make an adjustment there. There's a snap and there's the kick up. It's off to the right, but I think it might have snuck through the right side, and it did. As the extra point's good, and it's a 7-0 Moore County lead here with 10:53 to play in the first quarter, and Wayne County offense will go to work. So,
yeah, not the start you wanted to get off to. Good job on the first 2 plays there, the Moore County drive to kind of limit them, and just unable to capitalize. I thought there was probably 3 or 4 chances to get wide on the ground there and keep them out of the end zone. But, hey, move on to the next play. Now go put your own drive together, tie this thing up at 7 or take an 8-7 lead with a 2-point conversion.
Yeah, I like the way you think, Sawyer. I like your aggressiveness. So, Sawyer, if you ever become a coach one day, are you going to be aggressive, like if you got the headset on, going for 4th downs, 2-point conversions and all that?
Oh, why wouldn't you?
Listen, a lot of people don't.
Shoot, the math. Be aggressive. Hey, there was a guy, I can't
You're going to
remember.
talk math with me?
Well, I mean, he did work at NASA, so
Wait, easy now. Easy now. There's people listening to this.
You told me.
I did not tell you that.
You worked at NASA.
I did not.
Can't help it. I'm using your own words.
Sawyer, there's people going to believe that. I see a drone up here. It's going to come after you if you're not careful.
Oh, dang.
Ball's on the tee in the middle of the field is number 84, Jackson Ross, ready to
Go, guys.
back to return for the Cats. Cats will be moving left to right. Cats in the road black with the white numerals. Moore County in the Wayne County in the home black, that is. Moore County in the road white. There's a pickup by Butler at the 20, through the 30, across the 35, and out across the 40. Wayne County with good field position on a nice return there by the senior Ryder Butler.
Yeah, good return by Ryder. Took that one and had the momentum, caught it clean on the bounce. I was afraid he might get a short hop right there, but great job by Ryder to catch it and run with it. Probably about, a
22-yard return, probably somewhere around in there.
That's about where I was guessing, but hey, here's your chance. You're in plus field position. You're almost at the 50 already, so you're a few good plays away from being in Moore County territory and really knocking on the door.
Wayne County under center, 1-back set, and there's the give to Butler. He's through off the right side across the 45 and digs his way out near the 50. Nice pickup on first down. That'll bring up 2nd and short, Sawyer.
Yeah, it looks like 2nd and 2, and good vision by Ryder there. It looked like he kind of got bottled up for a second, but then just kind of put his head down, found the hole, and then made a little move to the outside and made another move back to the inside. Just a good, tough run by Ryder, something we're very accustomed to seeing.
Yeah, 8-yard pickup. You're right. 2nd 2. Nose of the football touching the 50. Wayne County on the right hash. Drew Beavis, the quarterback, under center. Nenist and Butler in the backfield, and Butler a motion out. Beavis on the give. There to Nenist, and he should have the first down. He's stacked up after a gain of 3 or 4, but it will move the sticks for the Cats.
All right, 2 plays and a first down. That's what we like to see.
Well, Sawyer, always like to get our shout-outs. Leroy Andrews, of course, listening to us. Michael Phillip Harris, Jonathan Haddock, listening, watching. You can listen to us on 100.7 FM or BigOldiesRadio.com. You also have the option of WCHS Sports, YouTube.com.
Also, I got my future father-in-law, Philip Kemper, listening in. So, shout out, Philip. Oh, little screen pass.
Yeah, there's the pitch out here to Skelton. The wide receiver on the catch there. It'll be a short pickup of 2. Moore County was ready for it, but that's something for Moore County to at least think about, Sawyer. They went the short side there.
Both the in-laws are listening in. Shout out to Andrea, too. Can't forget her. She would kill me if I did.
Well, now, my bad. Okay, I was going to say they've got the yardstick there. I got sidetracked there a minute, Sawyer, because the yardstick was at the 44 and they put it to 45, but they adjusted it.
Okay,
yeah. The 44, right half, split back set. Davis under center. Davis on the keep off the left side. He's going to pull his way inside the 40 and down near another first down before he stacked up a little bit shy. They'll bring up 3rd and short.
Yeah, it looks like it'll be about 3rd and 1, and great straight keep right there by Drew, and I like the physicality that Drew runs with. He's not the quickest guy, but I tell you what, if there's yards to get, Drew's going to get him. He's going to put his head down, put his shoulder in you, and just keep churning those legs. That's a good hard running that I know Coach Willis loves to see, and all these fans love to see it too.
And he just keeps improving at that quarterback spot, and really a problem when he gets going downhill.
Oh, yeah.
Davis under center, 2 receivers split out wide to right. Castleman motions out of the backfield, leaving Butler. And there's the give to Ryder. He's going to have the first down as he backs his way across the 35 and down to the 33. So Ryder with a first down for the Cats, and they'll bring up 1st and 10 at Moore County's 33. 8:20 to play here in the first. So, Wayne County's kind of relied on its defense mainly, Sawyer, and I think tonight I was a little bit shocked when Wayne County won the toss to elect to defer, because you had the opportunity to go down and take that lead when you're an underdog. But also, things can always work out right where you get that last possession of the first half in the first and the second. And I'm sure that's what they're hoping for. A little unbalanced here as they go to the right side. And they're going to fake the give there to Castleman, and Beavis in trouble. Bounces off. Ball's free in the backfield. Was Drew able to get it back? We got a pile up. Hopefully Drew got it back, and he did. Had a little bit of a mix-up there between Beavis and Castleman, I believe. Drew loses the football, recovers it, though.
Okay.
And so it's going to be 2nd and 10.
One more shout-out. My fiance, Ashley.
Okay. Yeah,
I'm marrying, folks. I'm marrying way out of my league. She will say no. I will say yes a million times. So shout out to Ashley.
7:25 to play here in the second. 7-0 Moore County lead. Wayne County. Now, Sawyer, that's what Wayne County tries to avoid, those 0 and negative plays. So now it's a little behind the sticks here at 2nd and 10. They take on the give. Davis on the keep. He's tracked down from behind and thrown for, actually not getting one. And that's the 8th play of this drive. Moore County only had it for 3 plays. Wayne County's now going to have the 9th play of the drive, but it's 3rd and 10 as Beavis was tackled for no gain.
Yeah, that was a good job by number 9 there. Let me get a name real quick to go with that.
Eli Brown?
Yeah, coming off the opposite edge to make that play on Beavis, because I thought Drew had some green grass in front of him, but getting chased down from behind there. So what do you do here? Do you try to get 4 or 5 and make it kind of 4th and manageable? Do you try to air the ball out? Be interested to see what they do right here.
But it's 4th down territory, no doubt.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Castleman motions out of the backfield. There's the give to Butler. Butler's going to be stacked up. He's going to get some down to about the 29, so about a pickup of 4, and that's kind of what you were asking. So now it's 4th and 6. And I'll tell you something Wayne County likes to do here. They like to give you the hard count to see if they can get a free 5 sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, you get a free 5 right here. You're looking at 4th and 1 rather than 4th and 6. So really just want to make sure your linemen don't jump and push you back those yards plus 1 that you just got. So be interested to see what the Cats do here.
This has been the story of the season, whereas Wayne County's put together drives to this point, got inside the other team's 30, had a 0 play or sometimes a negative play, and then the drive stalls out. 4th and 6. Here comes the hard count that we're talking about. And Wayne County going to call timeout to avoid the delay. And it's still going to be 4th and 6. Now that timeout's not to set up a punt, Sawyer, as we both know. That was just first half deal. Your timeouts aren't quite as precious in the first half as they are the second half. And so with 5:47, Wayne County takes its first timeout of the game, Sawyer. They'll have 2 the rest of the half. Moore County leading 7-0, but a big play here as we come out of this timeout on 4th and 6. Now, so was that the class of 1973 shout-out?
I believe it was.
Okay, just want to make sure. I got a call this morning asking them to be recognized at the game tonight. So Greg Martin filling in next door for Brother David Miller, able to get that shout-out there live to the folks here at Gage Buchanan Stadium. All right, here we are, back to action. So Wayne County going to line it up. Hayden Smotherman in. He'll line it up at the left tight end spot. Let's see what happens here. Davis in the shotgun, going to roll the pocket right, under pressure, going to throw down the field. It's called to Butler. Good. Nice catch, Butler inside the 10 at the 9. It's a big play by number 4.
Yeah, for sure. Great throw by Drew, too, rolling to his right. On the run, perfect spiral. Put it right where Ryder could get it, and only he could get it. Man, what a conversion to the Cats on a big 4th down. You felt like they really needed to get that one here in the early goings.
The sprint right, and like you say, Drew threw it on a line, and Butler just threw those hands up there and nabbed it.
Yeah, that's
before going out of bounds.
That's not an easy throw to make by any means, and Drew just made it look pretty easy.
Split back set, now Nenest in motion, leaves Butler. There's the give to Ryder, and he's going to be stacked up. Drew trying to push from behind. They'll give Ryder maybe one there off the right side. And that was the 11th play Sawyer this drive, and it's going to be 2nd and goal from about the 8. Hopefully, Sawyer, you got young eyes. You might be able to get these yard lines for me pretty well, but I'm pretty sure that's on the 8.
That looks right. Yeah, this official on the our sideline looks like he's on the 8. It's hard for me to see the other sideline, though.
There's our statistician there with Preston Stegall, so he's right on the scene at the 8-yard line. Davis under center. They're going to go, and they're going to flop Thompson over to the right side here as we got Butler. Butler going to run the toss sweep, tries to cut it up. He's going to be strung out, spins off the tackle, and then spun out of bounds down near the 6.
He's not easy to bring down, is he? He always keeps his legs churning and just trying to get the extra yards. And I'm not going to lie to you, when he spun off those first 2 guys, I thought, okay, we got something going here.
That ball's right on the 6, so 3rd and goal from the 6-yard line, as this is going to be Wayne County's 13th play of the drive. 4:34 clock moves here in the first. Moore County 7, Wayne County 0. Dixon and Butler check out, so Ryder going to leave the field here on this big 3rd down play.
How long have they had the ball? They got it with 10:53. I mean, they've held it for over 6 minutes now, so this is what you wanted, but now you've got to get a touchdown after possessing it.
Beavis in the gun, Nenest to his left. There's the give to Jake. Jake trying to dart it outside, loses the ball. It's free. I believe Moore County jumped on it there. Wait. Yep, Moore County jumped on it at the 1. So Wayne County drives it all the way down and then loses it with a fumble at the 1-yard line.
Man, that's kind of backbreaking. You had a lot of big conversions, and especially on that 4th down play. And, man, I thought Jacob was going to get in the end zone right there, but good job by the Moore County defender. Couldn't quite tell who it was to punch that ball out and then jump on it. And tough break for the Cats. But now you've got them pinned back on the 1-yard line. I mean,
Wayne County held that ball, Sawyer, for 6 minutes and 45 seconds. They moved it 57 yards in 13 plays. Nothing to show for it, though, after the fumble, but Moore County taking over on the 1.
They're out of the shotgun, kind of risky because a high snap. Well, that's a perfect snap.
But wide on the keep. Wayne County going to stack him up for a small game there. Good job defense. If they held it.
Wayne County get the ball back?
The officials, Wayne County coaches think there was a fumble.
I kind of thought I saw the ball pop out for a second, but it may have been after he was already down. Yeah, Coach Lance and Coach Willis both seemed pretty convinced that there was a fumble and Wayne County had recovered it.
Some movement up front, White in the shotgun. Aaron Martin jostling around trying to shoot a gap there. Butler showing blitz. White going to throw. No, he's going to run. He darts out of arms of one defender, but then tackled there in the backfield, but falls forward for a yard. That's Braden Littleton.
Yeah, good job by Braden. I thought White was about to bust that one to the outside, but Braden able to get the hands around the waist and bring him down. And now they're facing a 3rd and 8 from their, on 3-yard line. So be big if Wayne County could get off the field right here, because you've got to think they'd be in plus territory if that was what was to happen.
This is huge. White in the gun. 3 receivers right, 1 left. He's going to roll right. Looks to throw. Wayne County pressure in the throw. It's going to be complete for the first down there on the right side. Making the tackle, Will Robertson, before County moves the sticks with a pass from White out to Keller Morey. Big third down conversion there for the Raiders.
Yeah, it's kind of back-breaking. You did third and long and deep in their own territory and just able to get enough yardage to get the first down. And
White in the gun. 3 receivers left, 1 right. White just going to throw the flanker screen out here to the receiver. He makes the catch and pushed out of bounds there by Skelton, but making the catch there was Alex Copeland, and he'll take it out across the 20, Sawyer. Good game there on first down, brings up second and short.
2nd and 2 looks like, or so, maybe 3. 2nd and 2 according to the scoreboard.
I get an update here. Marlon Davis, he says his uncle Mark Brewer's in that 1973 class. He's at this game. And in his day, he was a halfback, number 27, a scat back, and a pretty good runner. According to Marlon, he could still run the ball, he thinks. White in the gun. He's going to throw it the other side this time, and making the catch out there is Morey. He's going to be tackled by Robertson, but not until he's picked up a first down out to the 26. That's the 5th play of Moore County's drives. They moved it from the 1 out to the 26. 1st and 10. So Wayne County had a chance to get off that field, Sawyer, you mentioned. But you just got to commit so many people to White, because if he takes off running, he's such a danger there that it kind of makes it tough in coverage. Now look at this, Sawyer. Look who's split out there in the slot for Moore County. They're going to run the jet sweep this way, and cutting it up is Higwood. He makes the cut out across the 30 and pushed out of bounds here just shy of the 40 at the 38. So they moved one of the offensive linemen, Sawyer, out into a receiver position to set the edge on that jet sweep. Stops the clock with 1:54 to play in the first quarter. It's 1st and 10 for the Raiders at their own 38.
You know, they're pretty big up front, too. I didn't really know that. They got some pretty decent size up front, especially this left tackle.
White in the gun, straight back drop. Now looks to throw long, got a man breaking free. He drops it in inside the 40. Pass complete down to the 34, and on the reception was number 15, Will Parker.
Yeah, it looked like number 32 from Wayne County, David Ullman, thought he might have some time to kind of recover and get to that ball as the mark that was put on the throw, but just got there about a half second too late. Tough break for the Cats. And
ball's at the 35, Sawyer. Moore County still moving right to left. 1:20 to go here in the first quarter. The Raiders leading 7-0. Hegwood in motion. There's the give up the middle. Wayne County going to stack it up for a short gain. That's the 8th play of the Moore County drive there just ran. And it goes for a 2-yard pickup up the middle, and it'll bring up 2nd and 8 for the Raiders. Moore County doesn't huddle, Sawyer. They just look to the sideline and get the play call.
Don't see many high school teams doing that.
Hegwood going to line up directly behind White, and they'll split 3 receivers left, 1 to the right.
Play action right here, maybe.
And there's the give to Hegwood, and he's going to try and sprint it to the outside. He's going to be stacked up at the 30, breaking tackles on his feet inside the 20, down the sideline, makes a man miss, and he'll take it into the end zone for another score. Hegwood with a big run that time, about 35 yards, and Moore County now in front 13-0.
Yeah, it's just yet another play. You know, Wayne County had their chances to make a tackle there. I think 2 guys had their hands on him at the same time and just unable to make the play. And those are the things that'll drive a coach crazy, is just being right there and just unable to make the play. So now we've seen, I mean, several missed tackles have led to Moore County touchdowns. And
Jackson Ross on to attempt the PAT. That one's low and no good. So Moore County have to settle for a 13-0 lead here with 30 seconds to play in the first. He knew it was going to be a tough assignment defensively to stop this Moore County team, Sawyer. They just went on a 99-yard drive, 9 plays, 3 minutes and 38 seconds off the clock, capped on that long run by Hegwood. So Dawson White scores on a long run of 48 yards, and then Hegwood scores on one from 35. So Wayne County has given up some big plays there for scores. And had a chance to answer that first one, fumbling on the one, and then Moore County going 99 yards afterwards.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it hurts even more when a touchdown drive like that is the direct result of you not being able to cap off a good drive of your own. And unfortunate that there was the fumble right there on the 1 yard line because you're just right here, literally right there on the doorstep and just unable to get into the zone. So right here is a big drive for Wayne County too. How do you respond after being down 14-0?
They're going to put the ball on the tee here at the 40, and Wayne County got a decent return last time. Butler ran it back to the 42.
I wonder if they kick it Ryder or try to go away from him.
Most people have been kicking to Castleman, but Castleman's got some good wheels.
He does. Caseman's very athletic as well back there.
Let's see what happens here. This one squib to the left side. Picked up there by Van Fleet at the 29, and Dalen's going to take out. It's down by the face at about the 36, and that flag will move it 15 yards, I'm sure. I know there's still the 5 yards in high school, but if that's not a 15-yarder, there's not such thing.
No, he almost got decapitated there. My gosh.
26 seconds to go. Let's see what we're going to have here. As we know, it's a face mask. The official here saw it for sure through the flag. It would be at the 36, but there's going to be some yardage added to this.
So they could look at.
It is a personal foul, Sawyer. We had that part right. So that's going to move the football into greater territory at the 49.
Capitalize on that. They give you the yardage there on the penalty. Now you've got to go put one in the end zone right here, make this a one-score game.
Exactly, Sawyer, because you're already down 2 scores. You certainly can't afford anything else, but, you know, we get the ball to start the second half, you can always remember that. So if you can be within 1 score at the half.
That's big.
Beavis under center, split back set. Fake on a give and a keep. He's stacked up on the outside. He'll stretch it forward for 1. It'll bring up 2nd 9 as they'll place that ball down to 48. And I believe, Sawyer, that's going to take us down to the end of the first quarter. It's ticked down to 12, and Wayne County not going to run another play here. So our score at the end of 1, Moore County 13, Wayne County 0. We'll be back with second quarter action after this timeout. You're listening to Wildcats football on Big Oldies Radio.
And sponsors for making this live stream possible for you, the viewer.
And turn the volume back up for me, please.
Okay.
However, if you would like to make a contribution to me for my efforts, there are links to my Venmo and PayPal in the description of this video. It is not a requirement, it is only if you wish to. I will ask that you please subscribe to this channel and click the thumbs up button. Now please enjoy the rest of the game.
County football here on Big Oldies Radio, 2nd and 9 for the Cats at the Moore County 48. We're going to flip ends. Wayne County moved right to left this time, Sawyer. Big drive here for the Cats, like you said.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you've got the ball in plus territory, short gain, minimum gain there on first down right after the penalty. So can you get about 4 or 5 here, make it 3rd and manageable? And, I mean, I don't foresee Wayne County punting the ball to Moore County at all. I mean, unless they're just really backed up deep and just absolutely have to. So, I mean, you got to think it's always 4-down territory, especially on the plus side of the field.
Shotgun for the Cats, 1 back set. Receiver split out left. There's a give to Butler. He darts to the outside, now back to the middle, stacked up, but breaks that tackle. And then push forward across the 45. Good push there from behind and get Butler down to the 42. Sawyer, that wound up being about a 6-yard gain when it looked like it was going to be about 2.
Yeah, for sure. And that goes back to Ryder just not giving up on the play, always keeping the legs going and making something out of nothing. That's what you like to see.
And this is going to be 3rd and 3 for the Cats. 11:27 to play here in the second. And as the clock moves. Drew under center, split back set. Butler down the line in motion. There's the give to Nenes. He's going to push forward. He's going to get close. It looks like he's going to have it, according to this official here on our side. And they get the signal from the other side that it is good enough for a first down. So Wayne County converts on another third down. Big drive here, sorry, we've been saying it. Wayne County gets that initial first down. That takes us down to 11 minutes. Moore County is leading 13-0 as the ball's just inside the Moore County 39. Cooler night tonight, Sawyer, than what we've been having.
Yeah, you can't complain about the weather. That's one thing for sure.
But we could have 2 weeks ago when we was at summertime.
Very much so. It was rather warm that week. I do remember that very vividly.
Davis under center, split back set, 2 receivers here to the left side. Davis on a straight back drop, going to throw, got him in on the backfield, breaking on it there, nearly intercepting. It was the defensive back. Now Butler down on the sideline. He'll bring himself right back to the line of scrimmage. They tried to hit Ryder there down the sideline. Couldn't make the connection. It'd bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, good job breaking on that play by number 2 from Moore County, Keller Morey. Got a pretty good read on it. And I don't know if he got a hand on that ball, but I thought it was going to work out for a second. He kind of came just out of nowhere.
Under center, Drew Davis, split back set. Skelton in the slot out to the right. Nenes motions out, and there's the give to Butler. Butler, ball's free, picked up by Beavis. He'll save possession for the Cats, but it's going to bring up 3rd and long. Wayne County's had a hard time holding on to football tonight. Now, if Moore County would reciprocate that, Sawyer, I'd appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure.
As it's 3rd and 9, Wayne County lost 1 fumble, and that's at least the 3rd fumble. As Beavis has covered 2 of them to save possession for the Cats. It's 3rd and 9. Drew didn't try and do too much, Sawyer. He picked that ball up and then just went down. Just happy to save possession for the Cats. But now Wayne County behind the sticks a little bit here in 3rd and long.
We see a lot of people try to scoop that and run with it and wind up fumbling again, so smart by Drew.
Davis on a roll left, trying to set himself. Now going to throw, got a man over the middle, and it's going to be high and incomplete, batted up into the air and falling inside the 10. Dane Bryant and Ryder Butler. Therefore, the Cats, and it's going to bring up 4th and 9. So, Sawyer, I know you hadn't got to see much, but this is where Wayne County runs into trouble. They're pretty good at getting 3 and 4 and able to pound it down, but the 3rd and longs and the 4th and longs are problematic to this point. And so Wayne County's still searching for some plays they can find for some success in those ways. We saw one on the sprint right pass on the first possession. It worked well. And now Wayne County trying to find some of that magic again. Got Jackson Pope in the backfield, it looks like here. And they're going to run the inside reverse, and Nenes in trouble here in the backfield, and he's going to be stacked up and thrown for a loss. So Wayne County on 4th and 9 goes for it, and it goes at a 5-yard loss, and now Moore County looking to really get out in front here, Sawyer.
Yeah, I kind of like the thought there by Wayne County going with a little misdirection, but good job by Moore County to sniff it out. And the Wayne County fans wanted a personal foul for a little shove there at the end, but nothing to garner a flag on that play.
No, I don't think they're going to get anything there. That's just a good play by Moore County. All right, can Wayne County defense come up with something? You're not going to win if you give up a touchdown every time. So they're going to have to do something here, and hopefully this is the time. Wayne County forcing the runner to the left side, and he's going to run out of bounds here at the 50. Oh, he gave a little talk there. I don't know if they saw that, but it looked like he had a little something to say maybe. Number 21, Wes Clifton, pushed out of bounds inside the 50 at the Wildcat 47. That goes for a larger gain than I thought. That's going to go for about a 9-yard pickup. Is there a flag back here?
I thought I saw some laundry.
Yeah, hold, okay.
You know what I don't understand?
What's that say?
When there's defensive holding on a run play. I've seen it pretty, kind of saw it a few times last year. You explain to me how that's possible. How do defenders hold on a run play?
Well, what I've seen is if a defensive lineman wants to grab a hold of an offensive lineman and throw him out of the way so the linebacker's got a hole to shoot. Yeah, that's what I've seen when they've got.
Kind of see that.
That's going to be a 10-yard penalty, Sawyer. It's going to be 1st and 20.
Now keep them in the negative yardage. Don't let them get a big chunk play right here and get that penalty yardage back.
1st and 20 for the Raiders. White going to roll left from the shotgun, looking to throw. Got some pressure there, and that's going to force a high throw. Oh, we got a late flag here in the backfield. What's this? That was an incomplete pass. It's going to bring up 2nd 10.
Did he get hit after the throw?
He didn't go down at all. Ineligible downfield.
Okay. So even more penalty yards. So they're even more than their yard.
Take it or decline it.
Well,
it's 5.
2nd and long. I think are they gonna take it or?
You want 1st and 25 or 2nd and 20?
I'd rather have 2nd and 20.
Yeah.
The math says so.
Let's see here. I don't know what's saying so at the moment. They're going to decline it. There we go. There we go.
I was talking math to you again.
I understand.
Mr. NASA.
I'll talk math. That's kind of what I do, if you hadn't noticed, Sawyer. 9:24 to play here in the second. Moore County facing 2nd and 20. Now, Sawyer, that was important to get pressure there off the edge in White's face. And he wasn't quite, nobody's quite the same quarterback. Patrick Mahomes isn't quite the same quarterback when you start getting pressure in the face.
Well, if you watched that game last night, his receivers just couldn't catch a cold.
Wide on the wall left. This time he's got some room. He completes it out of the backfield, and they're going to get that penalty yardage back and quite a bit more out near midfield. The catch was made about the 40, and pushing it out to the 49 is number 21, Wes Clifton. It's going to bring up 3rd and 5. So that's the second play of the drive. So it's going to bring up 3rd down. They've got to get it to the Wildcat 46. And it's at the Moore County 49. Just a little dump off there, Sawyer. That's White commands so much attention, you got to worry about him running. Come on, defense, make a play here on 3rd and 5. Wayne County movement up front, but not enough to get off sides. They're playing that yard gap, and so when they move, they're not crossing the neutral zone. There's a give, looking for some room left. Nina's giving chase, turning it up and making the run across 42.
Yeah, the initial contact was made probably about, 2 or 3 yards short of the line to gain, and good job by the Raider running back there. I'm not good with the name, so just bear with me, folks. Clifton? Okay, good job by Clifton to just keep it going. I do have a roster right down there in front of me. Sometimes I just forget to look at it.
Now we got a little light in here, Sawyer, where you can see. Your eyes are still young. We'll try and keep them that way. 1st and 10 here. Ball's on the right hash at the 42. White in the shotgun. Clifton beside him. They're going to run the option from the gun. White on the keeper up the center. Sprints it back to the right side. Breaks contained. Now cuts it back to the middle at the 30. Breaking tackles all along the way. And finally, Will Robertson coming in to make the stop at the 32 as a flag flies in at the 33.
We got a blindside block right here, maybe.
On Castleman?
I think so. It was right in the area where he went down.
Let's see what the call is here. The white hat shall tell us. Illegal block in the back, Sawyer, and that'll be 10.
Boy, he is pretty special with the ball in his hands.
Is he kind of slippery, Sawyer?
Just a little bit.
Now, you went to school with a pretty good quarterback here, if I recall.
Yeah, he was all right.
He was decent?
Yeah, we always told him you only play because you're the coach's kid, but,
Did you get to cheer for him a lot, Sawyer?
I did a little bit.
He kind of struck some fear into the heart, so we kind of know what it's like to have a player like that. 7:56 to play here in the second. Moore County 13, Wayne County 0. And that's going to move it back. Sorry, we're 1 yard past the original sticks for this drive. And it brings up 1st and 11. They're going to move Clifton to the left side of White. They'll stay in the gun. 2 receivers right, 1 left. So now they'll bring Parker in motion. They're going to swing it out to him. Wayne County got him bottled up, but he makes a good move to pick up yards down the sideline inside the 40 and down to the 38.
Man, the Cats have been right there at the point of attack. They were there on him, pretty quick after he caught that ball, and they're still able to get, 4 or 5 yards. And I honestly kind of thought that was going to be a double pass for a second because it looked like it was a backwards pass there on the initial from White to his receiver, and I thought I saw another receiver kind of trying to break downfield, and it might have been, but it looked like the Cats had it covered pretty well.
All right, Sawyer, Wayne County needs a turnover here, wouldn't you say?
They do.
2nd and 6 facing the Raiders. White in the gun, 3 receivers left, 1 right. Looking to throw, just going to play pitch and catch out here. Catch made to 35 and down to the 31. As Wayne County gives Morey plenty of space, Moore County takes advantage, and that's going to be really close to a 1st down.
You know, Wayne County's kind of playing that soft coverage on the outside, not really wanting to give up the shot play, and Moore County's just kind of taking it, taking what they're giving them and still able to get some pretty good yardage on these plays.
Now they do. Here's what the situation just happened, Sawyer. They try and mark the football, if at all possible, to start each set of downs on the yard line. And so therefore they knew they had to get to the 32 for a first down. It's a little bit shy, and the Wayne County sticks are already moving. So now it's 3rd and less than 1 as the stick's back in place. They bring Hegwood around in motion. There's a give up the middle to the fullback, number 45, Peyton Martin, and he barrels his way inside the 30 and then inside the 25 down to 24, and a flag flies in as he finishes that run. His helmet came off in the process, and that's going to be a first down for the Raiders. And see what this call is. You saw the helmet of Martin come off, so I'm waiting on the signal here. It's going to be first down Moore County. This flag's going against Wayne County, it appears. Now, what are they? We never got a signal on that call. They marked it off like 10 yards, it looked like. And so the Whitehat's still trying to get some clarification here because he wants to signal what happened. They've already marked it off. Now I think he's going to let us know. Personal foul face mask. Okay, so that was 15 that they marked off. Down to about the 13. 1st and 10. White in the shotgun. Parker in motion. There's the give to Hegwood up the middle, and he's going to be bottled up after about a 4-yard gain. That's the 7th play for the Raiders of this drive, and it takes us down to 5 minutes and 40 seconds with the clock moving. So Moore County, they're not in any hurry up. They just know huddle, Sawyer, so they take plenty of time. And they've had the football twice, and they scored twice. This is the 3rd time, and they've got it 2nd and 6 inside the Wayne County 10. Leading 13-0 here. White in the gun, Hegwood to his left. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Low snap. White goes to get it. Throws the fade to the back corner. Robertson couldn't come down with it, making the catch. There's Alex Copeland in the end zone for another Raider score.
That's a pretty good catch and throw. He put that one right on the money.
Yeah, the low snap didn't bother him too much, did it, Sawyer?
Nope, it did not.
Well, that drive took 4 minutes and 24 seconds off the clock, 8 plays and 56 yards. And Moore County going to go for 2 here, Sawyer. It'd be nice if Wayne County could get a score here before the half and cut it down to a 2-score game, getting the football to come out. We got 5 minutes and 11 seconds and 2 timeouts. Wide in the shotgun as Moore County will go for 2. Field. Martin on the catch, breaking tackles, but he's not going to break enough as he's going to be stopped shy, and Moore County going to have to settle for a 19-0 lead here with 5:11 to go in the second quarter.
Good job by Wayne County rallying to the ball there, keeping him out of the end zone. And still a 3-score game.
So, Sawyer, if you did the math on that, you got 2 touchdowns, 2 two-point conversions, and a field goal. Sawyer would get you to 19, right?
It would indeed. Good math.
You think we're going to have a field goal tonight?
No, I don't think so.
You're betting against them?
I would bet pretty heavily against that.
You reckon you can find that on BetMGM?
If I was putting odds on it, I'd say the no field goal would be like a minus 1,000 or something like. I'm no betting man, but I think that's a pretty good odds that says there's not going to be a field goal.
Ball on the tee at the 40, back deep to receive for the Cats. Ryder Butler, Case, and Castleman. 19-0 Moore County lead here in the second quarter, 5:11 to go. Ball's on the tee for number 84, Jackson Ross, the freshman kicker for the Raiders. Ross strides to it, boots a short one. Case Butler going to pick it up inside the 30 and try and get it outside across the 30. Got the 35. And he gets out near the 40. Case Butler, he ain't afraid. He's a freshman, but he delivered a lick that time.
That's a Case is a pretty good-sized boy, too. It looked like he bounced off 2 guys right there. Good job. Good return by the young man.
Ball at the 38, so the Cats got to go 62 here, Sawyer, and now it's down to 5:04 on the clock. Well, Wayne County was a victim of a big play rather by Richland last week. Maybe Wayne County can turn it around this week. I'm going to go under center. Dixon and Skelton split out wide to the left. They'll go unbalanced here, or split rather to the left. Butler motions out of the backfield. Beavis on the keep, trying to get the edge, get it cut up. Drew across the 40, and he drives his way back and his way out across the 40 to the 43. When Drew can get those shoulders turned and head up, he's a load to bring down, and he found a little gap and picked up 5.
Yeah, great run by Drew there. Kind of looked like he was stopped up, but like you said, it's like he got his back to the defender and just kind of kept the legs going, pushed off, and that's the kind of plays you need on first down, especially because you don't want to be behind the chains early on in the drive and just kind of set yourself up in these obvious passing situations, or just kind of limit what you really can do.
Beavis under center. There's the give to Butler, and he's going to be stacked up, fall across the 45 to the 46. It's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Sorry. And I saw you groan there. What was that groan for, Sawyer? You worried about these 3rd and shorts?
Man, you got to be able to convert on these, or is it more like 3rd and 3? No, it is 3rd and 2.
You've got to get it out to the 48. Down near 4 minutes to play. 19-0 Moore County lead. Beavis under center, split back set. 2 receivers split out wide to the right. And there's the give to Butler. He's stacked up. He's going to be it looks like I got a good spot here on this side.
I think they're going to move him on up.
I think they are.
Oh, wow. I thought he got right at the line to gain, but the nose of the football did just get over. Good call by the refs there.
Well, I'm not going to get more of a downline view than I am right there, so
that's directly in front of it.
First down for the Cats on the 3rd and 2 run by Ryder Butler. And so now it's 1st and 10 for Wayne County. Near in midfield, 3:43 to play here in the second, and a 19-0 Moore County lead. Beavis under center and a split back set, and they're going to go tight formation this time. Sawyer, we've seen this throughout. Been successful for the Cats so far this season. Butler hit almost immediately, but he spins out of that one to midfield, and it's going to bring up 2nd and 8. Wayne County still has 2 timeouts, sir, but now the clock becoming a little bit more of an issue as it's down to 3:20 to play here before the half.
I just wonder still I know we've seen them drop back and throw a few times already, but I feel like just out of that tight formation, you can almost leak somebody out and just hit a decent gainer, maybe even a big gainer.
Wayne County bringing an Ethan Bumgardner in there. Thor Carlton checking out.
I'll tell you what, too, I feel for the Wayne County quarterbacks having to run to the sideline for the play calling.
Yeah, he does it when it's right here, but the rest of the time they'll use like an alternate back to do it.
I got you.
Beavis in the gun, Butler to his left. 2 backs up in front. Fake on the give, Beavis on the keep, tries to dart to the outside, puts his head down, drives through one, and then gets stopped at about the 47, 48-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd and medium.
3rd and 6 or so, maybe 5.
Looks like they're going to spot the 48, so Sawyer, that will be 6. 2:25 to play for the Cats here before the half. Wayne County's first drive, they took it down to the Moore County 1, lost it with a fumble. Second drive, lost it on downs at the 44. Beavis in the shotgun, Skelton split out wide to the left. Moore County stacking the line of scrimmage. There's the give to Butler through a hole. He's going to be stopped at the 45, and that's going to bring up 4th and a little over 2 yards. 4th and, I guess, 4-3. 150 to play. Now what's Wayne County do? Because you got to worry about giving it back to the Raiders, and Moore County going to call a timeout to conserve some time here with 1:45. That'll leave the Raiders with 2. And that'll give Coach Willis some time to think about what's the prudent plan. Now, it's kind of like this, Sawyer, to me. When you got guys like this out there, Aaron Rodgers or Mahomes or anybody like that, you're worried about leaving any time out there. And I would say in a case like this, it's almost as if
possibly can, and the Cats have been able to chew up some clock, and the only down part to chewing up the clock is that they haven't been able to capitalize and put points on the board to this point. But all it takes, maybe you get a touchdown right here, right before the half, and you come out and you score right after half, and it's a brand new ball game. You know what I mean? So definitely not out of the realm of possibility. But this right here, if you don't get this fourth down and you get the ball back, they are punting.
Well, they're in punt formation.
Oh, wow.
I'll say that.
And got White back deep. I got to think this is being kicked out.
Wait a minute. I'm not so sure. I think they may fake that. No, they're going to punt it, but they were going to have, I thought, maybe the rooster play. There's the angled kick to the sideline. It's going to get way out of bounds in a hurry. Butler's a pretty good punter, Sawyer. Of course, he was instructed to not give White a chance at all. And so Wayne County punts from the 45.
So about a 23-yard punt?
And it's going to be spotted to 23. So, yeah.
Oh, it's at the 23, so about a 20. Okay.
22.
22-yard punt. I thought it was at the 22 and a 23-yard punt, but it's at the 23 and a 22-yard punt.
Give or take a yard.
Try to say that 3 times fast. I'm surprised I didn't watch it as I was saying it.
Well,
I'm a pretty good turnbow. I'll give myself that.
Of all the turnbows I know, you're one of them.
Yeah, you can hold that against me if you want to. If not, then great.
Wide in the gun, looking to throw, straight back drop. I'm going to complete it here to the Wildcat sideline at the 31, and making the catch sliding to a knee was Morey. Official keeps the clock running as it goes for about an 8-yard gain. It'll bring up 2nd and 2.
Morey solid on the outside. Got a good frame for a receiver, long, lanky, good speed to him. Some elusiveness.
1:20 to play. White on a straight back drop, looks to throw. Wings it out to the far sideline. Robertson in coverage. He'll make the tackle after the catch was made there by Copeland.
They say he got out of bounds.
Out across the 40 to the 41. So Sawyer, let's update some time here. There's 1:12 to play.
They've already got, about 18 yards or so? 17 yards, 18 yards?
Yeah, they're at the 41, so an 18-yard drive to this point, 1st and 10. Ball on the left hash, Moore County moving left to right. Quick pass there into the left sideline. Caught there by Parker and out of bounds at about the 47. So Moore County just getting it in small chunks here at times, and that brings up 2nd and 5. 1:06 to play here before the half. So Wayne County electing to punt. You felt like they kind of had to, but then even punting might come back to haunt you. Wide in the gun. Straight back drop, looking deep. Doesn't have anybody. Now going to try and run with it. And sets himself and throws. He just threw that away there to Moore County side.
There was absolutely nobody there.
And I don't know what the rules are in high school as far as intentional grounding, but
yeah, I don't know if it just has to make it across the line of scrimmage. I won't say he didn't have anybody there at all. He had a receiver probably about another 8-10 yards downfield, but it definitely was a throwaway. There's no question that. I don't think he would miss on a throw that badly.
3rd and 5, 47-yard line, 57 seconds to play before the half. Moore County still with 2 timeouts. Empty the backfield, shotgun, quarterback draw, trying to get to the outside across the 50, and he'll just run out of bounds at the Wildcat 45.
Smart play there by him. I thought he might try to get some extra yardage, maybe hurt their cause a little bit by staying in bounds, but smart by White there to get out of bounds.
Odd that you would call White him. Smart move by him. Does that mean he's him?
He, him, I don't know.
1st and 10 from the 45.
You've got me all in my head now.
White on the roll to the right. Looking to the flats, pulls it down. Now going to go a little bit longer. Complete there to Parker inside the 30, inside the 20. Tripped up. Nice tackle there by Ullman to save a touchdown as Parker takes it down to the 15, showing off those wheels.
Looked like White was trying to signal for a timeout. Looks like they're going to spike it.
42 seconds. Clock's started as the chains have been reset. And White's going to spike it from the shotgun. Now, you'll remember, Sawyer, back in your day.
It was his senior year. Yeah, they called that intentional grounding.
And the rules have changed since then.
Oh, my God. Of course they've changed.
Does that anger you, sir?
The rules are only in effect when it hurts us. And when it would help us is when, it's done too late for that.
Does that anger you, Sawyer?
It kind of does, because I'm sitting there thinking, is that not intentional grounding? And then, sure enough.
36 seconds, 2nd 10. Moore County at the Wayne County 15-yard line. Wide in the gun. Looking to his left side. Going to try and throw it up to Copeland. Robertson in coverage. Forces the incomplete pass. It's just overthrown. And now it's 3rd and 10.
Yeah, good coverage by Will there. He was all over that. Tried to go back to the well again, and Will with a good adjustment. He was all over that one. If he would have came down with that ball, that would have been pretty big of a catch.
That's being on an island there for Will Robertson.
It is.
1-on-1. Copeland number 1, Will Robertson number 1. Tough assignment there, and he came up with the play that time.
So you're telling me number 1 and number 1 are going 1-on-1?
That's right.
Oh.
3rd and 10, wide in the shotgun. Hegwood to his left. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. White rolling left. Wayne County getting pressure from the backside. White going to throw to Parker wide open in the end zone as Wayne County had nobody around, and Parker makes the catch for another Moore County score.
Yeah, I think there might have been some miscommunication there in the back end, because I don't think Drew was supposed to be the one on that route going to the corner of the end zone. It looked like Moore County had another receiver cutting from that side of the end zone back to the middle. It kind of confused the Wildcat secondary. Good play design there by Moore County.
All right, they're going to try another kick here, Sawyer, as Jackson Ross is out to try and push this. It's 25-0 as it stands, trying to push this to a 26-0 lead. And there's the kick, and it's up, and it's good. And they do have a 26-0 lead, the Raiders, with 26 seconds to play before the half.
26 Wildcat.
Well, this first half's gone about as well as Moore County could have hoped. They've had the football 4 times. They've scored 4 times. Wayne County kind of caught in between with the clock that time. Of course, had the big fumble at the 1 on the opening drive. And then right there, you got it 4th and 3. And the last thing you want is Moore County to score another touchdown. So you feel like the place to punt. I understood it. Made sense. You punt the ball, and then they score anyway. And that kind of throws some salt into the wounds.
I think I would have just went for it.
Well, yeah, I can say that now for sure.
Well, even in like in real time, I mean, you're already down 19-0. They're kind of having their way on offense. So, I mean, they wound up. I mean, it was a decent punt. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like you've had a hard time stopping them already. What's giving them another 20 yards or so? I mean,
they're going to go with Martin to kick off here, Sawyer.
It's a big kicker.
And he boots it down the middle. Castlin retreats and picks it up at the 15, across the 25, needs a big one. Out across the 30, and then tripped up as he crosses the 35 at the 38.
Good return. 19
seconds to play. Well, Sawyer, before we go to the half here, you look down there and you see Owen Reisner on the side coaching. Owen Reisner. What does that make you think? That's one of you.
Makes me feel old.
One of your classmates from back then, not a classmate, but schoolmate.
Yeah,
school together.
Owen was 2 years behind me in school. Played basketball with him for 2 years. So seeing him on the sidelines coach now, and Briley Harris, he's on this coaching staff. He was only a year behind me, and
he was with you there for a while.
Yeah, he was.
Wayne County going to go tight here, hand off to Nenis, and he's going to be stacked up as he crosses the 40 to the 41. We'll see if Wayne County's just going to take it to the half. 12 seconds. It looks like Wayne County's just going to be content to get in the locker room and see if...
Yeah, Coach Willis took the headset off.
All right, so we're going to take it all the way down to the half, and our score at halftime is Moore County 26, Wayne County 0. We'll be back with a quick recap of the first half after this break. You're listening to Wildcat Football on Big Oldies Radio.
The viewer. It is completely free and there will never be a fee to watch these videos. However, if you would like to make a contribution to me for my efforts, there are links to my Venmo and PayPal in the description of this video. It is not a requirement, it is only if you wish to. I will ask that you please subscribe to this channel and click the thumbs up button. Now please enjoy the rest of the
If
video.
you are holding ticket 117-1264, please make your way to the 10-yard line. holding ticket 11712.
I didn't get it.
I will ask that you please subscribe to this channel and click the thumbs up button. Now please enjoy the rest of the game. At this time, I would like to take a moment and thank my many fine sponsors for making this live stream possible for you, the viewer. It is completely free, and there will never be a fee to watch these videos.
Good evening,
However,
Wayne County,
if
and
you would like to
welcome
make
to
a
the halftime
contribution
show
to me
of the
for
Moore
my
County High School Band. The band's 2023 production is Top Guns, including Top Gun Anthem, Take My Breath Away, and Danger Zone. Tonight, we bring you Take My Breath Away and Danger Zone. The band is under the field command of Drum Major Jack Hart. Drum Major, you may take the field. Band officers for this year are Emma Presley, assistant drum major, Riley Searcy, woodwind section leader, Shiloh Bryan, Jordan Suarez, and Jonah Holt, brass section leader, Jaden Farrell, percussion section leader, and Chloe Anderson, color guard captain. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to move on to the next ticket. If you are holding ticket number 117,
All right, I want to make a quick announcement for everybody that's watching the stream. I'm going to end the stream after the halftime show and start a new stream because we're having too many errors. The clock camera keeps locking up and everything, so we're going, and my replay's not working. So everybody that's watching, I'm going to end the stream after our band gets done, and then I'm going to start another stream. It'll be the same. The title will be the same
Alright, cheers, hang it on.
The title will be the same as the current title. It'll just have a number 2 in front of it. So everybody, as soon as the band finishes, I'm going to stop it and then start another stream. So just, it may take a few minutes to get that going, but just if anybody that was watching did not tune back in and is not hearing this, then they're just going to be out of luck, but they should know what to do. But anyway, here we go.
Elemental songs, a tribute to Earth, Wind, and Fire. Songs include Let's Cruise, September, and After the Love Is Gone. Band director is Roy LaPoli. Drum major is Isaac Welch. Band captains are John Robbins and Mallory Notchkey. Percussion captains are Mickey Jones and Isaac Keenath. Guard captain is Megan Green. Soloists are Aaron Martin and Sean Robbins. Drum major Isaac Welch, is your band ready? You may now take the field for your halftime performance.
Thank you.